My book club, A Dose of Thrills, that Adrienne moderates. I will tag Adrienne below. It is a book club that she created. The book of the month pick was The Butcher by Jennifer Hillier. Let's talk about this one. This book is a dark psychological thriller that has so many secrets and twists and layers to it. I don't think you'll be able to predict the ending whatsoever for this book. In 1985, the chief of police, Edward Shank, ended up unaliving and catching the Butcher. The Butcher was well known in the Seattle area for unaliving a numerous amount of women. Fast forward to the current day, Edward ends up giving his house to his grandson, Matt. Matt has everything going for him. He's to film a cooking show. He has a really great girlfriend, really well known in the Seattle area for his restaurant, Adobo, and everything seems like it's on the up and up until Matt starts to remodel the backyard and uncovers this crate that is full of secrets that is basically his undoing. What Matt finds in this crate can disrupt his life, his grandpa's life, and Matt and Edward have spent their whole lives building. In Matt's girlfriend, Sam. She is a true crime writer. The story that she's currently working on is about the Butcher. Sam isn't convinced that the Butcher was actually, in fact, unalived all those years ago by Matt's grandfather. I liked this storyline. It was very fast-paced. I think I finished this book in 2 days. As far as characters go, Matt and Edward were some of the cringiest characters that you will ever encounter. I hated both of them. Matt had anger problems and Edward was that person that just says anything that comes to his mind, whether it's offensive to anybody. I enjoyed this story because it was super suspenseful, had lots of twists, and I feel like the author would leading you one way and you think that you understand what's going to happen next. She does a complete blindside and sends you a whole nother way, and you are not going to be prepared for all of the secrets that are uncovered in this book, and it's almost really sick, to put it lightly. I would definitely check your trigger warnings for this book. There are a lot of themes that I feel like can be uncomfortable for people. It's not a book that I would go into blind. But again, I gave this 4 stars. The only thing holding me back from giving the book a 5 were that Edward and Matt were just so cringy. I feel like Matt had anger problems and he felt like he was better than everybody else and that everybody was beneath him. And then his grandfather, Edward, was somebody that I feel like has what I would call vomit in the mouth, and he just says the most derogatory things and just has no regard for anybody around him. So for that alone, I feel like I bumped it down a star, but I could see why other people would end up giving this book 5 stars.